Welcome into the locker room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. I am your host, Namath Pitts. As always, it is an honor to be with you today, and it is Monday, which means we have all the highlights from Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics over the weekend. We've got football, we've got cheerleading, we've got a whole lot more. We've got a great Monday show in store for you guys before we move forward to tomorrow, where we'll be talking the state volleyball tournament all the way through Thursday. And then we're going to get ready to preview the non-region games for the week. And basketball season is going to come to the start for some teams. Well, it already has come to the start for some teams today, whose season ended last Friday. Same for wrestling. And for others, it'll start next week. So starting next week, we're going to have more Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics highlights as we get our last week of the season in before the playoffs. And we're going to talk basketball, wrestling, playoff football. Oh my gosh, guys, we have got some great stuff to talk about over the next couple weeks as we get into playoff football in high school, playoff football in youth, wrestling season, basketball season, cross-country state. I mean, gosh, talk about local sports. We got it all only right here on The Locker Room and EAN News, which is every night at 6:30 p.m., by the way. Mike Stedham and Katie Edwards with your local news, John Holder with your local weather, and of course, the man, the myth, the legend, not myself, I don't know where he's at, but Namath Pitts does bring you your local sports, and it's all produced and directed by Ashley and Nathan Gober. Again, they deserve credibility. I'm not the person who try to take credit. I literally do the bare minimum, which is show up and do the show and go get content. They do the graphics, the production, everything else that it takes to make this happen each and every day. We've got a lot of highlights. We've got scores. We've got division standings. I mean, we have got a show full of youth, and only youth. I was out at Fort McClellan this weekend. Big game between the Jacksonville Golden Eagles and the Anniston Bulldogs, pardon me. The Anniston Bulldogs and Jacksonville Golden Eagles, we've got those highlights. We've got Alexandria highlights against Oxford A. We've got highlights of the Ohatchee Indians and Piedmont Bulldogs. A lot of highlights. But first, let's go ahead and look at the scores from this weekend. And while we do that, we are going to show you, those are the division standings. We're going to go over the scores. We're going to play some highlights real quick of you from Oxford, where Oxford A, and then from Piedmont, where Ohatchee came out. So we're going to go ahead, and there's Oxford right there. And so let's go ahead and look at the scores for this weekend. And let's start with Oxford A right here, the sophomores, who defeated Montford 24-0. You see Ohatchee right there. So let's start with the sophomore division. Oxford B was victorious over Alexandria 13-7. The Jacksonville Golden Eagles skunked Anniston 25-0. Montford, they lost to Oxford A 24-0. Lincoln was victorious over Pleasant Valley 14-0. Piedmont, Mercy ruled Ohatchee 25-0 in the sophomore division. Sachs defeated Weaver 14-7. What a game right there. Walter Welborn got their first win of the season over White Plains 19-6. Let's move to the junior division. Alexandria, the Valley Cubs, were victorious over Oxford B 31-6. We've got highlights of that game. Jacksonville was victorious over Anniston 18-6. Montford defeated Oxford A 34-19. Lincoln defeated Pleasant Valley 25-0. They hit the scoreboard limit right there. Ohatchee, Coach Dustin Screw's team, victorious over Piedmont 25-0. That game hit the scoreboard. You're going to see 2 Piedmont touchdowns in the highlights. That came after the scoreboard limit had been reached. Dustin Screw's team has been dominant. Weaver defeated Sachs. My brother's team falls to Weaver 25-0. He argues that Weaver is probably the best team in the junior division. That's to be determined during the playoffs. Certainly Ohatchee and Weaver have been very good. Walter Welborn cannot be slept on. And Sachs, of course, is looking to make some noise as well. They need a win this week. And so before we get to all that, let's continue on with the scores. Walter Welborn defeated White Plains 25-0. Jonathan Screw's team is going to be in the playoffs as they had to hold White Plains to a low amount of scores, and they did. So Walter Welborn beat White Plains 25-0. The senior division, we've got highlights of Stacy Crill's team. They were victorious over Oxford B 25-0. Anniston defeated Jacksonville 25-0. We've got highlights of that game as well. Oxford A defeated Montford 24-0. Then it was Lincoln over Pleasant Valley 25-0. Piedmont and Ohatchee. This was a big game. Both teams undefeated in the small division. It would be Piedmont beating Ohatchee 14-7. And there would be Weaver over Sachs 14-7 as well. 2 14-7 games right there. Sachs still looking for their first win of the season in the senior division, but Weaver would hold them winless as they win 14-7. And then White Plains goes into the hill and defeats the legend Wormy Haynes 21-18. And again, our highlights each week are brought to you and presented by Lindsey Barger of Really Real Real Estate. And let me tell you right there, you see Lindsey Barger, Really Real Real Estate. We appreciate all she does, just being a proud supporter of the locker room each and every day. And so we want to make sure to just highlight her for all she does. And I got to ask you guys, do you love where you live? All right, so you see her number right there. If you need to reach out to her, it's 256-441-2389. So again, you can reach out to her for all of your real estate needs. But again, let me tell you a little bit more about her really quickly. And again, so do you love where you live? Well, together she can help make your home dreams a reality. She specializes in home buying, selling, and investing. Whether you want to buy a personal home, buy land to build a dream home, sell a rental home, or buy a home just to flip and resell, she is your friend through it all. She would love to guide you in the process. So again, if you're ready to buy or sell, her number is right there. It's 256-441-2389. And do not forget to like and follow her on Facebook and Instagram at lindsaybarger.realtor. So Lindsay Barger, Really Real Real Estate, is a proud supporter of the Locker Room each and every day. I'm your host, Namath Pitts. Again, we have got highlights. We've got Lindsay Barger highlights. So let's go out to Fort McClellan. That's where I was at this weekend for Jacksonville and Anniston. Here's Justin Evans for the Jacksonville Golden Eagles with a nice carry to the outside. Here's Justin Evans again up the middle, showing great awareness, good cutback athleticism, and this would be a big gain for the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. Let's keep going. Why not hand it to Justin Evans again, as he's going to carry it this time to the far side, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds by the Bulldogs. Jacksonville would fumble. Anniston takes over on offense. This time, Haragi Harris is going to run it. He's going to, oh, great juke move, by the way, as he's going to cut it back in to move the chains. This time, King Pruitt. His pass would be completed to Ashton Curry, who takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So Anniston would take a 6-0 lead. Jacksonville back on offense. Justin Evans again. Incredible cutback skill. Guys, look at this. Look at this cutback. He's going to carry it all the way to the far side. Cuts this one back in. He's going to take this deep into Anniston territory before being hit out of bounds. But Jacksonville would turn it over on downs. This time, Anniston on offense. King Pruitt's pass would be completed to Aiden Burtson. Looked like his knee was down when he caught the ball. I think the refs missed that. Needless to say, his job's to keep playing, and he's going to show great vision and agility before him being tackled by Jacksonville defenders. King Pruitt, again with another screen pass. He's got a team of all-star wide receivers. This time he finds Omarion Moore, who shows his speed, runs it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Anniston leads 12-0. Jacksonville coaches doing some coaching on their sidelines as their team trails 12-0. Jacksonville looking for something quick before halftime, and this pass will be intercepted by Aiden Colbert, and it is a pick six. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Aiden Colbert would take this one to the house, and Anniston continues on their lead. Jacksonville before half, Justin Evans doesn't just do it with his feet. He does it with his arm ability. He throws it. Look at this catch to Darius Seals. That's the last play of the first half. To Darius Seals, what a catch by Justin Evans. How about a little halftime love here? Summer Medley sends us stuff each and every week from Jacksonville. Here's the senior cheerleaders. We got to give some love to the Jacksonville Golden Eagles senior cheerleaders. Look at this right here. Guys, I couldn't do that. I'd have what we call an AKA broke neck if I tried to do that. But they made it look real easy. Jacksonville Golden Eagles senior cheerleaders getting some halftime action. Here they are. Again, they do a great job. Just like the football teams, the cheerleaders do an incredible job. And Jacksonville, though, is one of those rare teams. They don't just bring out a great cheerleading squad. They bring out a great dance and majorette squad. Here's the Jacksonville senior dance team, majorettes, showing you a little halftime action right here. I tell you, I couldn't do this. I can't even spin a basketball on my finger like most people. I don't know how they do this. I mean, I'll just be honest with you. But here's the Jacksonville senior dance and majorettes. Look at this. Look at them. I mean, gosh, Lee, I'm amazed. I genuinely couldn't do this, not even if I wanted. Look at this spin around. Woo! All right, so we're going to continue to show you a little bit of action of the dance and majorettes again from Fort McClellan. Look at this. Boom! They caught it. Wouldn't be me. Nathan, you think you could catch that? He told me no through the little Mikey thing in my ear. So that's going to be a no right there. And the Jacksonville dance and majorettes. Here's the best part. Look at this, guys. I love this. Boom! Look at that. Look at that. Oh, and we're giving us a little head back. Oh, man, I got to tell you. Not only was it a great football game, I enjoyed the halftime performance just as much. Let's not talk about the fact that I almost got thrown out of this game, but it's okay. We're not going to talk about that. Supposedly, you're supposed to stay on the track with a camera. I don't know when that became a rule. Some people take their job too serious. Needless to say, here's the Anniston Bulldogs senior cheerleaders. Anniston Bulldogs weren't at the cheer competition, but they were going, oh, oh, oh. That's what they were going right there. Hear them. They sporting off some Halloween right there. A little early Halloween decoration. Anniston Bulldogs senior team, a little pep to it. Trying to get everybody a little pepped up. I thought the Anniston Bulldogs senior cheer also did a great job. Also, great job cheering on their senior Bulldogs. A lot to cheer on for, by the way. Two great football teams for both these teams. It's real easy to cheer for winning football teams. There's the Anniston Bulldogs senior cheer. And that's the Lindsey Barger Really Real Estate highlights from Fort McClellan, where the Anniston Bulldogs, I don't keep want to say Alexandria. The Anniston Bulldogs were victorious over Jacksonville Golden Eagles seniors 25-0. We have more highlights of Anniston and Jacksonville throughout the week. Again, in the sophomore division, Jacksonville was victorious 25-0. The junior division, Jacksonville was victorious 18-6. And then the senior division with Anniston 25-0. So Jacksonville took 2 out of 3 against the Anniston Bulldogs this weekend. Hey, we got to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have more highlights. We're going to talk Ohatchee and Piedmont, Alexandria and Oxford. Do not go away. We have got more highlights and a whole lot more. You're watching The Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
Ted's Floors and Beyond is excited to introduce our all-new outdoor living collection. Have you ever dreamed of elevating or even creating an outdoor living space, whether it be for grilling, lounging, playing, entertaining, or just winding down? Our quality tile and stone, combined with our expert craftsmanship, will no doubt create unforgettable outdoor moments with family and friends, while also enhancing the beauty and value of your home. Call us today.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Ted's Floors and Beyond brings you The Locker Room each and every day. Ted's Floors and Beyond has all your flooring needs, whether it's hardwood, laminate, carpet, tile, luxury vinyl. They have it for you right there at Ted's. You can go by their showroom there in Anniston and you can pick out what you like, want, and need, and they can do that there at Ted's. Also, they've got their partnership with Welburn Cabinet and will offer you a complete kitchen or bath makeover. That includes cabinets, countertops, flooring, backsplashes, tile showers. They can get it done there at Ted's Floors and Beyond. And now they offer you work on your outdoor space, whether it's an outdoor kitchen, patio, or living space. They have specially made outdoor tiles and stones that can enhance your outdoor experience. Go by and see them today at their showroom in Anniston on Highway 431, right before you get to Sachs Elementary School, or visit them online at shopteds.com. That is shopteds.com. Ted's Floors and Beyond brings you The Locker Room. Again, I'm the host of The Locker Room, Namath Pitts. Got coughed up right there. I apologize. I don't know what's going on. It's a congested Monday, if you know what I mean. It's that time of the year where the weather starts to change a little bit. John Holder can tell you more about the weather on EAN News tonight at 6:30 p.m. He has weather on your street, breakfast forecast each and every morning. I'm telling you guys, if you're not watching EAN News, you need to go follow EAN News. Don't forget to follow our East Alabama Now page. We've got some cool stuff coming up here soon. Some giveaways and different things that I can't really mention yet that I'm working on. We'll tell you a little bit more about that soon. So make sure you're liking our page because that is going to be needed for a chance to win some different things that are going to be coming in the future. Let's go back to the highlights. Lindsey Barger, Really Real Real Estate. Let's go out to the Field of Champions for the sophomore division, Piedmont and Ohatchee. Here we go. Let's start with Jackson Crook with the quarterback keeper. And what a blitz by Shepherd Neighbors. Big tackle for the Indians. Dayton Sears is going to run it from the backfield, and he is going to be tackled by a slew of defenders for the Indians. This time, Trip Snyder is going to run it before being tackled by Ohatchee's David Brown. Jackson Crook, he's not going to be stopped this time, as he's going to take it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown, Piedmont. Jackson Crook with the Bulldog touchdown. This time it's going to be Dayton Sears. He says, hey, what about me? And he's going to take it all the way down to the 40, the 30, the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Bulldogs. Dayton Sears, Piedmont Bulldogs, sophomore division, facing off against Ohatchee. It would be the Piedmont Bulldogs beating Ohatchee 25-0. That's the Lindsey Burger highlights from Ohatchee and Piedmont sophomores. This one, guys, let me tell you, there might not be a team better than Dustin Screws and the Ohatchee Indians juniors. Let's go back out to the Field of Champions for the Really Real Real Estate Lindsey Burger highlights of the juniors. And here comes the Indians. They currently sit at number 1 in the junior division. They're going to be the number 1 seed in the gold playoffs, led by head coach Dustin Screws. Piedmont on offense. Brantley Franklin's going to look to pass. It's going to be incomplete. This time for Piedmont, Bo Clausen will carry it up the middle before running into Indian defenders. Ohatchee's now going to take over on offense. Shaw Mangy with great speed. And look at this stiff arm. Get out of my way. He's going to get an Ohatchee first down. If I pronounce that name wrong, I'm sorry. This time Hunter Cannell is going to get it. He's going to take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Indians. This time, Piedmont back on offense. And what a hit by Alan Peoples. He's going to force the fumble. It's recovered by Ohatchee. Ohatchee quarterback, Hunter Screws. Look at this. Coach's son, baby. Look at that speed and that cutback ability. That's an Ohatchee first down. Why not go back to Shaw Mangy? Maybe Mangy, maybe Mange. Either way, he shows his power as he pushes through the middle. Piedmont back on offense. Brantley Franklin doesn't have anywhere to go. The Ohatchee defense is all over him. No one is stopping Hunter Cannell. He's going to take this one all the way down the sideline. Say it for me. Touchdown, Indians. Ohatchee. How about this? Woo, Hunter Cannell. Ohatchee's defense not giving Piedmont any room for movement. It's all Indians. This time, Jaden Mathis trying to get something going, but he's got nothing. Ohatchee defense. But this time, Daniel Woods. Somebody's got to be the breakthrough. And it would be Daniel Woods down to the 30, the 10. He's now inside the 5. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And I got a question. Is this Dayton Sears from the sophomore team playing with the juniors? I think it is. It might not be. I really don't know. But either way, it's a touchdown, Bulldogs. I know he wasn't. There's no 55 on the roster. I think it's Dayton Sears from the sophomore. A little slow-mo. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That's the highlights from the Field of Champions. It was Dustin Screws and the Indians who stay undefeated in the small division. Dustin Screws and the Indians are the number 1 seed for a reason. And it's all Indians. They win 25-0 against Piedmont. I'm having fun. Are you having fun? I got more highlights. Let's go out to Death Valley for the Really Real Real Estate Lindsey Burger highlights. Let's start with the junior again. The highlights are brought to you by Dale Finley. And again, Anna Screws, thank you for the Ohatchee Piedmont highlights. Here's number 50, Caden Atkins with a 27-yard run. This time it's going to be Alexandria still on offense. Bryant Farigina. I pronounced that name all wrong, but it doesn't matter. That's a first down. This time Wiley Finley forces the fumble. It's recovered by Joseph Garrett. Wiley Finley, he's going to complete this pass. Look at this pass, guys. This is not an easy pass for the juniors. That's Hank Ginn. That's a great name, Hank. I like the name Hank. And again, boy, that's a historic name. This time it's going to be Bryant Farigina. I'm sorry that I can't get your name right, Bryant, but it's touchdown, Valley Cubs. Bryant doesn't need my help. He's doing it on his own. This time, Oxford on offense. And how about Wiley Finley? Tackle for the loss. Oh, Bryant, I'm not even going to pronounce your last name this time. I'm just going to say your first name. Look at this power, speed, shift ability. First down, Valley Cubs. This time, Caden Atkins says, what about me? Look at the power. This guy's not going down. He's not. No, look at this. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Alexandria. Here we go. Alexandria back on offense. Wiley Finley's going to pass it to Brian again. Look at the juke back. Oh, this has got to be on ESPN's top 10. All right, let's keep moving forward. I'm just going to say Brian again. No reason to butcher his last name again. Touchdown, Valley Cubs. Man, it is a touchdown fest out here. Wiley Finley in the air. This dude's got an arm. Look at this. Oh, my gosh. Look at Haken. What the heck? They're only juniors in elementary school. Wiley Finley, what a play. And Alexandria just continues to pile it on at this point. It was all Valley Cubs. They're just going to keep adding to insult here. No, look at this. Oh, my God. Look at this dude's got an insane arm. There's kids in middle school that can't throw the ball like my boy Wiley Finley right here. Either way, he was 7 for 8 throwing the ball for 107 yards. That is insane. Woo! Look at a little Ric Flair. Woo! Y'all know what I'm saying? All Alexandria Valley Cubs. The juniors would win. They would defeat Oxford B 31-6. You saw the highlights right there. Man, I'll tell you what, I need some water in here. But you know what? We're not done. I got more highlights from Death Valley presented by Lindsey Barker of Really Real Real Estate. Let's go back out to Death Valley. Let's pick up right here. Here's the 6th graders for Alexandria, Coach Stacy Crill's team. And there may not be a better running back in the county right now than my man Ashton Bruner. Look at this. The power, baby. Boom. This dude's not going down. All right. Ashton Bruner with big speed and power right there. Alexandria on defense. Big tackle up the middle. Oxford not having anywhere to go. Here we go. Oxford B again. Little pitch, quick toss. Tackled by the Valley Cubs. All right. Let's keep talking about the Valley Cubs. Back on offense right here. This one's going to be handed off up the middle. And let me tell you, Alexandria has got a slew of guys that beat you each and every week. And look at this one. Bruner again. Say his name again. Say his name again. Bruner. Sawyer Beagle actually on that last one. Sawyer Beagle. Big time player. Look at the speed of the Valley Cubs. You got guys like Bentley Presley, Aiden Fomby, Sawyer Beagle, Levi Gardner, Weston Peanut Haynes. It's all Alexandria. Ashton Bruner. It just handed off, and you know what's going to happen at Larry Ginn Field. Touchdown. Oxford back on defense. But let's talk about the Alexandria defense. That's what impresses me is the Alexandria defense. Here they are again, stop after stop after stop. I don't know if this Alexandria senior team can be stopped. Still undefeated on the season. Hand it back up the middle. It doesn't matter if it's Sawyer Beagle. It doesn't matter if it's Bruner. It doesn't matter if it's Bentley Presley. It doesn't matter who it is because they're going to go to the house because Alexandria has got one of the best running back rooms in the house. Field goals? Weston Peanut Haynes. It's good. There we go. Back on offense for Oxford. Yellow Jackets looking to get something going. He's got nowhere to go. Alexandria defense all over him. This one, this one went over the head. It's recovered by Alexandria. And last one, Weston Peanut Haynes. Should I say anything other than Weston Peanut Haynes? It was Stacy Krill and the Alexandria Valley Cubs who would go on to win this game. They stay undefeated on the season as they defeat Oxford B 25-0. I need a water break. We're going to be back in a minute with more. We're going to look at the division standings and preview this week's games. Don't go away. I'm your host, Namath Pitts. You're watching The Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
You ever dreamed of elevating or even creating an outdoor living space, whether it be for grilling, lounging, playing, entertaining, or just winding down? Our quality tile and stone, combined with our expert craftsmanship, will no doubt create unforgettable outdoor moments with family and friends, while also enhancing the beauty and value of your home. Call us today.
Welcome to Room by Room Home Furnishings, a locally owned and operated furniture store located in Oxford, Alabama. We've been serving Northeast Alabama and the surrounding areas since 2007. We offer stylish and affordable new arrivals and all the top trends to help you get a cozy and homey atmosphere with hand-picked home furnishings and decor to fit anybody's style and budget with knowledge, personality, and good vibes. Let Room by Room in Oxford, Alabama help you score amazing deals and turn your house into a home.
Wait! This isn't a game. It's your basement. It's filling with water. And even worse, it's 2 a.m. Who are you gonna call? Time's up. We'll come out 24/7, 365, any day, any time to put out any fires. Well, not actual fire. There's a better number for that. But when it comes to plumbing, call 1 Tom Plumbing.
Welcome back into the locker room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. I am refreshed, rehydrated, ready to go. Let's go ahead and talk more Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics football. Let's look at the division standings after Week 8 before we enter Week 9. Let's start with the small school sophomores. We've entered the last week. That means next week we'll be getting ready for the gold playoffs and the silver playoffs. Right now in the sophomore division, Piedmont looks to be the number 1 seed, undefeated in small division play, 1 loss against the big division. Ohatchee and Weaver sit there right now at 2 and 3, both tied with the same record. Sac sits in 4th. They're 4-1 on the year. 1-1 against the big division. I don't really understand. Sac is 4-1, but they're in 4th place. But then Weaver and Ohatchee are 3-3 and in 2nd and 3rd place. Now these come directly from the Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics page. They come up with the standings, not myself. But I think that's interesting. Maybe it's because they play 1 less game. They've got a game this week. I would assume a win for Sac sophomores would put them in 2nd place. That's just me guessing. They play Pleasant Valley this week. A win for Pleasant Valley, I guess, would put them in the playoffs. So a lot could shape out right here. Sacs could be the 2 seed. They could be out of the playoffs. Pleasant Valley could get in with a win over Sacs. Walter Welborn sits there. Them and White Plains are going to play in the silver bracket. Let's move on to the juniors. Ohatchee. Again, Hunter Dustin Screws' team has been absolutely phenomenal. They sit right there in 1st place, undefeated in the small division. Only loss was against Alexandria. Weaver sits in 2nd right there. The Bearcats have been also really good. Walter Welborn, Piedmont, and Sac sit there in a tie for 3, 4, and 5. Now, let me tell you guys how this tiebreaker is going to shape out because I've got it all right here. All right, so right now, here's what's going to happen. You have Ohatchee 1, Weaver 2, Welborn 3, Piedmont 4, and Sacs 5. Sacs is the only school left with a conference game this weekend. So if Sacs beats Pleasant Valley, their record is going to be 3-3. Their 3 losses to Ohatchee, Weaver, and Welborn. Their 3 wins are Piedmont, White Plains, and Pleasant Valley. Sacs would get the 4th spot and play Ohatchee. Welborn and Weaver would be 2 and 3 and face each other. So a Sacs win this week over Pleasant Valley means Piedmont is in the silver bracket. A Sacs loss means Piedmont's in the gold bracket. White Plains and Pleasant Valley sit at the bottom. Let's move on to the seniors. Piedmont won this week against Ohatchee, so they're going to be the number 1 seed. They're undefeated on the season. Ohatchee's right there at number 2. White Plains with a big win over Welborn. They're in 3. Weaver has the head-to-head on Welborn. They're going to be 4. So then Welborn, Pleasant Valley, and Sacs are going to be in the small division bracket. It looks as if Pleasant Valley and Sacs are actually going to play back-to-back weeks. They're going to play this week in the senior division. That's the senior division, back-to-back weeks. And then it looks like they're going to play each other again in the silver bracket first round. That is still to be determined. We'll have Chris Martorello back in studio next week to break this all down for us. Let's move on to the big school. Jacksonville. They dominated Anniston. They're going to get the number 1 seed. The Bulldogs will be 2. Oxford A and B are playing this week, and that looks to be 3-4 right there. Maybe a rematch or later. Well, probably not. Jacksonville will play Oxford B, Anniston, Oxford A, or vice versa. Alexandria just sits outside. Lincoln is 6th. Mumford is winless on the season in 7th. In the juniors, Jacksonville, again, dominated Anniston. Golden Eagles, undefeated on the season. They sit at number 1. Alexandria is number 2. You saw it. Gosh, they can throw the ball, run the ball, do anything you want. Anniston's 3. 4's Lincoln. 5, Mumford, Oxford A and B. Both sitting at the bottom. Oxford B still winless. In the senior division, how about Alexandria and Stacy Krill? They am in the Anniston Bulldogs. Look to be on a collision course to meet once again. Jacksonville fell to Anniston 25-0. Oxford A sits there in 4th place. Oxford B's in 5th. Lincoln 6th. Mumford is still winless in the big division. Their only win of the season was against the Sacs Wildcats senior team. All right, that's the division standings after Week 8. This is the final week of regular season games for Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics. Again, we need to thank everybody that's given us any type of highlights. This week, Dell Finley sharing Alexandria highlights. Anna Screws sharing Ohatchee Piedmont. Monica Henderson always sends us stuff. Brunner, I always get that name mixed up. Brunner. Abby Brunner always sending us stuff. So thank you to everybody that sends us stuff each and every week. Again, you can email us any highlights, stats, scores. If you want it to be on the show Monday, we need it by Sunday. So make sure you send us that each week at eansports23@gmail.com or just message our East Alabama Now page. Let's preview this week's games for Week 9. The Alexandria Valley Cubs are going to go on the road to close the regular season at White Plains. Walter Welborn will go to Fort McClellan to face the Anniston Bulldogs in their final game of the regular season. Piedmont at Jacksonville. This is still two really good teams right there battling it out in the top division. That should be a really good game. Piedmont goes to Jacksonville. Oxford A and Oxford B will play at Lamar Field. Lincoln will go to the Creek Bank to face Ohatchee. Weaver will go to Mumford. They'll be on the road at Mumford. And then Sachs will go to Pleasant Valley. That is this week's games for Week 9. Guys, that is going to do it. That is going to be everything for today for Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics. Come back tomorrow. We'll talk state volleyball from Birmingham at the Crossplex. I'll be live on location. Don't miss it. As always, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the sports newsroom in just a little bit. EAN News, 6:30 p.m. Don't miss it. We'll have the preview of all the state tournament games for volleyball. I'm Namath Pitts. Thank you for watching The Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.